You know, sometimes our last reveal at the Game Awards is a teaser for something years and years away. Not tonight.
God damn it!
The power of independent, self-published studios to push this medium forward is a growing and I think positive theme in our industry. Not tonight. And so tonight, not tonight. You're not only going to get the announcement of the game, but also your first look at the gameplay. I've played it, and after you see this trailer, I think you're going to want to as well. Not tonight. Welcome to
Highguard is a tragedy.
What does that shop guy look like, Kelton?
Let's see what yours can do.
He looks like fucking Captain Prize, dude.
Oh yeah.
He looks like
Prize.
It's Captain Cos, bro. No wonder this game ran out of money so fast. Crazy casting here.
Okay, time for some combat. We can start by firing your weapon. Go ahead, take some shots.
I was actually planning on making a video on this game a little earlier before I was diagnosed with stage 4 dead. But it turns out the video game industry operates on TikTok time because no one has the attention span or patience for fucking anything anymore, including this video. I bet your ass probably eating some ramen while watching this, or you're playing a video game with me in the background or something. Are you winning, son? So to the surprise, but not really surprising plot development, Highguard has officially shut down its servers.
So I tried opening the game, and it's just infinitely trying to connect to a server that just doesn't exist anymore. It's actually kind of depressing. The escape button The escape button doesn't work. Highguard is actually trying to trap my computer into playing this game. What the fuck, man? Let me go!
And I think that honestly sucks, because I played Highguard, and you know what? I actually had a good amount of fun with it.
Oh, I'm killing the raid tool, dude! Oh, I cracked him behind that rock.
You're cracking people?
With no rubber. I just ran him fucking mouth, dude. Fucking Zeus, dude. Hit him once. Holy fuck, just got him off his horse. Oh, I just saved our guy. Got the horse, bitch! Oh shit, he got me! I found new menu tech, dude. You can just keep making him do the jump. Oh, that's so sick, dude. Wait, one more time. Oh my god, one more time. Oh, it never gets old.
The now confirmed death of this game makes this an extremely weird video to make because, well, why even bother talking about Highguard if it literally will be unplayable? Actually, it's unplayable right now, as of making this video. Well, there are two reasons. One, I think there is something to legitimately be said about the current online gaming culture and its effect on games.
I love happy endings.
And two, the idea of Highguard on paper is something that genuinely had so much potential on paper. And I'm here to possibly realize that full potential so that one day some developer may see this and make the game I'm about to describe, because good lord, I think it's an untapped gold mine that is just waiting, begging to have its filthy shaft dug out until there's nothing left. Let's actually talk about the latter point first, the potential of this game, because believe it or not, it does exist, or did exist. On paper. Many people call Highguard Concord 2. Or Concord 3, I don't know, I'm not a scientist. And I think that's pretty unfair, because Highguard at least tried to do something different, and I respect it for that. Even if their execution was extremely mediocre and uninspired.
The character model is like clipping into the bear.
Dude, you're not attached to your saddle. I'm looking at you right now, you're just floating.
Yeah, I'm floating and like clipping into the bear. It's on your stream. It's on your stream.
Why did he just Superman landing? No one even touched the main menu. He just decided, you know what, I'm gonna Superman land again.
You see, the issue with Concord, despite its abysmally designed characters, was that it was just absolutely nothing new. It was quite literally just hero shooter the game. Something you'd see in the background of a 2 out of 5 Rotten Tomatoes rom-com movie. Just a 5v5 FPS game with some of the most generic game modes that have existed for literal decades. Team deathmatch. Control the zones. Escort the objective. It was, by all accounts, the most checklist piece of shit video game I have ever had the displeasure of knowing existed. But Highguard has, or I guess had, something. It had just a little, you know, oh, is that a little bit of sauce I taste? For those that don't know what this game even is, Highguard is a 3v3 team-based competitive hero shooter game where each team has a base to defend while trying to destroy their opponent's base by putting their filthy shoes on their nice couches, and by planting a few bombs here and there. You play as wardens, magical gunslingers hide by contra, and honestly it doesn't really matter, featuring iconic characters like John Hero Shooter, a cool guy that doesn't afraid of anything and has that paintbrush hair that everyone just absolutely loves. Just peak peak design. The overall cast has abilities that are nothing extremely mind-blowing that makes you go, wow, Jiminy, I've never seen someone make an ice wall before, that's crazy. There's a preparation phase at the start of each round, where players can go out into the map to farm resources and gear to try and increase their odds of success when it comes time to do a little bit of home invasion.
Knock, knock.
Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything.
I'm going in. I'm ulting the point right now. I got 3! I got fucking 3!
Plant the bomb!
I'll finish him off. I'm planting. Oh my god, I'm crazy!
However, fights can still occur out in the open map, creating a layer of tension that you can still get jumped while you're busy trying to play your little rhythm mining minigame.
I gotta do my beats real quick.
Eyes on the mines.
Fuck.
Yo, cousin, here.
What?
They're above you.
Opening fire.
Grenade out!
Fire in the hole!
Guys, I think I'm opening fire right now.
There is a very light economy system where you can spend mined currency for better weapons and armor upgrades. Easily the coolest part about this game is the mount system, which allows you to move around the map faster and in style.
Bro, I'm running a fucking panther, dude. This is sick. Hey, Future Kelski, can we get another one of those? Lightning. Oh, there we go. That's the good shit right there.
And it can create these honestly pretty fun shootouts like you're doing drive-bys in GTA or some shit.
Yummy. Oh, you're not getting away. I'm John Highguard, bro. Wait, this is kind of sick. I'm like a GTA car chase, dude. Oh my god.
No, dude, on the mount is so cool. Like, gunning him down the mount.
Shooting someone's mount knocks them off and briefly stuns them, opening the door for some pretty cool plays.
Oh, I knocked him up. Knocked him off. I knocked
Oh, he's running away.
Get him. What a bitch. Motion.
Oh my god, he dismounted me.
Oh my, that was actually an insane rocket right there. I'm not gonna lie, he shot both of us.
First team to deplete the enemy's base health wins the game. So basically, gather resources, attack base, defend your base. I've seen many people say that Highguard is basically Minecraft Bed Wars, but if it was made on Unreal Engine 5.
Focus S. The blue base is just up ahead.
And while that's really fucking funny, I'm gonna hit you with a bigger truth come shot. Highguard is actually the first ever MOBA Lite game. You got roguelites, you got soul lights, you got inbreeding lights. Think about it for a sec. The entire concept of a MOBA is to destroy the enemy team's core, their home base. You start the beginning of a round fairly weak, in which you must farm up currency, sounds familiar. You need to go and acquire items to make you stronger, and nudge nudge. You can also be jumped in the jungle while you're out farming resources, wink wink.
Behind you.
And you ultimately win the game by making the enemy team's base health count into a big fat 0. How convenient. I mean, hell, if you want to get super niche with it, Heroes of the Storm also featured a mount system used to traverse the map a little faster. Highguard is basically a MOBA without the complex ecosystem and mechanics of a MOBA. And that idea, on paper, is actually pretty fucking cool.
Oh, dude, they have like perfect mechanics. You can like teleport back.
Holy aura.
Let's fucking go, dude!
Holy aura.
They can walk inside the little base, go underneath it and stuff.
Oh, is that how they were getting up?
I mean, come on, this is pretty sick.
Let's look at another MOBA Lite example. And trigger warning before I say these words. Halo 5. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. Halo 5 had a game mode called Warzone, a mode where you drop into a large map, you start at Rec Level 1, and you go and secure your home base. After you do that, it opens up with multiple other bases, mini-bosses, and more that you can go and take on to power up and get access to stronger items and equipment. Throughout the match, you get rec points that you can spend on character upgrades, vehicles, better weapons via a shop system. You picking up what I'm putting down yet? Now, usually to win, it's first to 1,000 points. But if you manage to capture all of the bases on the map, the enemy core opens up, in which you can try to destroy it for a faster win. It was another time in my life where I experienced this kind of mode that I just haven't seen in other FPS games, and it was honestly very enjoyable, except for the card system, which was a dookie from a poopy. Despite all that bullshit though, it was a mode that deserved to see more iterations, but modern Halo is allergic to building off good ideas. This kind of formula of home bases, per-match player levels, shop systems, all that, is just something I wish more developers would explore in a style that isn't a top-down traditional MOBA. Deadlock is one of the first games to fully bring that formula into the format of a third-person hero shooter, and it's fucking blowing up. However, Deadlock is still, in every sense of the word, a MOBA, which means it does have a more complex item economy.
Oh wait, I can't read.
And CC up the butthole. And if you don't know what CC stands for, it's crowd control, aka the you don't get to play the game, fuck you mechanics.
I've been debugged for like 30 seconds, dude. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine.
So Highguard being this first-person shooter with MOBA-like mechanics could have been good. Highguard could have thrived.
Until it didn't.
Highguard's main issue wasn't the fact that it was too competitive, like one of the ex-developers tried saying. Highguard's main issue is that it lacked one simple thing: depth. While Concord was a bad game due to the fact that it did so little, Highguard is a bad game because it's trying to do too much. There's lots of really cool ideas here.
It's our mouse just kind of chilling back here.
Yeah, they chill out on the map.
Who got the dumbass horse, dude? We got panthers and bears. You're riding a horse?
Yeah.
Who is this? We should put it down and eat its meat.
But none of them are really explored in any meaningful way. So you're just left with a bunch of rain puddles all over the place that you get to splash around in. And you know, yeah, it's fun for a while, you know, again, you're getting wet. But you're not diving into it anytime soon.
It's not a complex game. It's a great many pieces of game mechanics that form a shallow gaming experience.
The abilities are fairly bland. The shop system is very, very simple. The base defense mechanics are incredibly bare bones. The only thing you can do is reinforce walls, but it hardly feels like it actually does anything meaningful. With such a big focus on the bases, it being the main objective and all, I was shocked that there weren't more ways to upgrade and defend your base. In Halo 4 Dominion, yes, I know, another super old throwback, multiple bases were located around the map that you had to go and control. After capturing a base, you could stay at said base to reinforce it, adding things like one-way shield doors that you can shoot out of, automatic turrets to shoot any nearby enemies, and even spawning in power weapons inside the base to help you defend it. It was such a sick mode that never came back. Highguard would have greatly benefited from more creative ways to defend your base beyond just make this one square wall take an extra rocket hit. Let's even link this to the farming portion of the game. These maps are so big yet so empty. Imagine if they had like goblin PvE camps you can go and fight, then after peacefully subduing them with headshots, they would go and travel to your base and help defend it, and maybe even help you fight in the open world if someone tries to interrupt their path or something. Or you could go slay a dragon that would then resurrect and help rain down additional fire on the enemy's base after a siege is started to break down defenses. Maybe you can go and clear blockades that allowed you to travel faster with your mount, but it would only be usable to the team who unlocked it. There are already these speedring things around the map. It could have been like an objective to fight over. Speaking of the mounts real quick, can we just talk about how much of a missed golden opportunity this system was? Video games that let you ride shit get extra brownie points, even more so the more mystical it is. Imagine if this game really leaned into this idea and the bond you have with your mount. What if instead of being just essentially visual skins, each mount had like different stats and could even have their own special abilities you could pair with your own? The room to introduce even more styles of mounts had so much potential. Potential man the game, dude. Imagine if you had like a spider mount that had the ability to climb walls, so you could scale the enemy's base and like shoot webs to slow down opponents. An elephant mount that moved much slower. However, it has way more HP and the ability to walk through weaker walls. Imagine getting an upgrade for your panther that made you like harder to see if you were in the shadows or something. Oh my god, bro, I'm getting mad just thinking about how much of a waste this all was. More objectives on the map would actually give you a reason to go and attack the enemy team during a farming phase beyond just wanting to troll them a little bit and like whittle down little resources. And it would help focus the action on certain sections a bit more. Speaking of focusing the action, how are you going to have the concept of a fucking base sieging mode, the perfect template for epic, large-scale battles, and make it 3 versus 3? 6 motherfuckers. This is the one point I'll agree where the need for competitiveness hindered this game, because how do small team sizes help complement the fantasy you're trying to sell of large-scale base sieges? And that massive disconnect also probably shows why the initial reaction to Highguard was so negative. This reveal trailer didn't give anyone the slightest goddamn clue what this game was even supposed to be.
I don't know if it's an arena shooter.
What type of shooter is it? Is it like a
supposed to be kind of like a 4v4 or like a...
What, in the Paladins?
It's a CSGO like.
I'm getting like also like Valorant vibes.
Shit, maybe it's a fucking arena shooter.
I mean, okay.
I mean, I'll try it. I assume it's gonna be free since it's a battle royale.
Or maybe a battle royale or some kind.
Invasion? Invasion mode?
Bro, I don't understand what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. It could be cool.
It almost looks like a first-person League of Legends. That's what this kind of looks like to me.
Maybe, maybe not.
So you just made a PvP class-based multiplayer.
There's heroes, kind of like...
What am I looking at?
Classes and guns. So in my head, it's kind of like a hero shooter.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
This is a 3v3 battle royale type thing.
You know, it looks kind of.
It genuinely gave me like strong Concord vibes.
Pretty crazy, that's right.
Because I don't think even the developers could even agree on what kind of game this was supposed to be. Was it an arena shooter, a battle royale, an extraction shooter, an Overwatch clone? Who knew? It also did not help that the art style was just as inconsistent as the gameplay loop. Why in the blue fuck are we in the big 2026 putting AK-47s in a game where you can magically transform into a four-legged feral beast and a giant killing machine icicle man? If you're gonna do this whole medieval swords and sorcery world, just go all in on it, because then you end up with a game that just looks off, man. Like it's distracting, it's immersion breaking. Like seeing that stupid little Tahoe in the Halo TV show. Fuck you, Paramount, I will never forgive you for this abomination. They did eventually add a 5v5 mode, which in my opinion played infinitely better and was far more fun than 3v3.
Oh my god, it's kind of crazy in here. Is Munch dead? Going down. That's two, that's three. Diffusing. They're on me. That's four. Oh my. No, protect me. Got it. Oh my god, I'm John Highguard, dude.
It complemented the fantasy of base warfare, and yet I still think it was too small.
I love how you can tell they never meant for this to be more than like 3 people, because it's not even coded to show everyone in your lobby.
This game should have shot for like a 12 versus 12 thing. Make the bases even larger and more intricate, with the ability to booby trap hallways, add spike pits here and there. Really lean into different styles of bases with different kinds of defenses. Another niche reference, but there was this one game called Meet Your Maker, where the entire concept was to create your own complex death base that other players had to try and complete. Very cool concept. Imagine if Highguard had like a base builder mode or something, so you can make your own ridiculous forts that the enemy had to try and siege, and maybe leave like the preset builds for the ranked mode or something. Or maybe even keep the 3v3, but each of the 3 main objective cores were in 3 different player-made custom bases. That would have been fucking cool. Having larger player counts would also allow you to split into smaller groups to tackle the open world objectives easier. Having these smaller battles going on throughout that could potentially merge into other nearby conflicts. I think it also would have been cool to have additional ways to sneak into enemy bases to do smaller chunks of damage, or even sabotage their defenses so that if a siege is activated, it would be easier for your teammates. With the larger theoretical 12v12 teams, you could have people who specialize in either base defense or base offense. And hey, if you really wanted to do a ranked, small-scale competitive mode with a similar style, Highguard could have even had its own version of ARAM, where you have 2 bases with a single distinct lane between the 2 with small jungle areas and mini objectives you could contest over, instead of dropping a mere 6 people on a map the size of some Battlefield maps and expecting them to have fun. Also, for the final piece of 2020 hindsight, hero characters were a terrible idea. Imagine everything else I just described, with the ability to create your own character and play style, something akin to the Finals hero builder system. Custom characters in a large-scale base attack and defend mode sandbox Battlefield playground with destruction mechanics? Like, try and tell me that doesn't sound like a fucking blast. I guess we'll just have to wait for the finals to have a medieval-themed season. You're not gonna believe this. Highguard has some really strong, solid bones. Bones that were a perfect foundation to add some real juicy meat onto. A lot of these issues with the art style, lack of content, bland ideas with room to improve, could have been fixed. I've seen worse live service games come back from far, far deeper pits, evolving into some truly beloved experiences. And yet, after not even 2 weeks after Highguard launches, less than 14 days, their staff was cut down to just 20 people. And after another 2 weeks, they announced the game is shutting down permanently. This video is kind of a perfect time to bring back out the Stop Killing Games pot and give it another little stir, because I think the fact that this game barely made it even a month, while others have made full-on comebacks, does not make my frown turn upside down. In fact, it's made me quite angry. And you don't want to see me when I'm angry. Now, Highguard was initially revealed and portrayed as an indie game, a passion project made by the little guy trying to self-defy the odds. Then shortly after, it was exposed to actually be financially backed by Tencent. You know, just some small company with a measly net worth of over $600 billion. Now, while that information being hidden was insanely scummy, don't get me wrong, and Jeff, brother, you have a lot of explaining to do, that just makes the shutdown even more confusing. Sure, they probably invested a good amount of money into Highguard, and sure, the player numbers were probably not as expected. Are you telling me they weren't even going to try? They couldn't have thrown a couple extra bones to see if they could turn around the public perception? Hell man, the devs revealed they were working on a full-on skill tree system and even more types of bases and heroes to play for just season 1 or 2, I can't remember. And hey, if after that season 1 or season 2 and things are still looking completely and utterly bleak, then okay, yeah, I get it if they shut down the operation then. But again, they didn't even try. They got spooked so quickly that they wouldn't dare potentially waste one more of their 20 golden jets just to see if they could turn this project around. Because despite what some people say online, Highguard was something unique. It was trying to shake things up even just a little bit. It wasn't just another generic battle royale or another extraction shooter. It wasn't a clear direct clone or copy of something else. Its greatest sin was just having poor execution for an actually somewhat unique idea. But hey, game studios have been shut down for far less. Am I right? It's sad that they couldn't have at least just kept servers up, even if they didn't add any meaningful content. I'm sure that wouldn't have been an absolute money sink just keeping the lights on. Battlefront 2, the EA one to be clear, isn't thriving by any form of the word. It's not getting grand content updates. In fact, it hasn't gotten anything meaningful since 2020, almost 6 years ago. 6 years ago. 6 years ago. But they keep the lights on for the people who want to come back and play it every once in a while. Just because it's not the #1 movie in America, or just because the annoying orange isn't playing it, doesn't mean that there aren't people who do enjoy this game, and it deserves to exist and be played, because preservation of art is important. I'm not going to get too deep into the Stop Killing Games movement, because there are plenty of other videos dedicated to the topic, and I'm not saying that Wildlight Entertainment has to completely give up the IP rights to the general public, because that can also be a mess. But what I am saying is that they should have been allowed to keep the lights on, because second chances are a thing, and there could have been a reality in which Highguard received more updates, and they really refined this idea that they had here into something truly special. But now no one will ever know. Highguard wasn't anything exceptional. And yes, we theoretically may or may not have to remove the kneecaps of Jeff Keighley in-game GTA 5 roleplay servers, not in real life. But I believe they had something worthwhile here, and I'm so fucking tired of games and studios being shut down left and right. At this point, regardless of success or failure, we somehow live in one of the greatest gaming eras of all time, while simultaneously being in the absolute worst era to have a job in gaming. And even regardless of how these CEOs are handling their companies, that's something we can't really control. What we can is how we, the people, express opinions. Now, don't get me wrong. I think criticism and voicing things that you don't like is totally fine. I'm not trying to sit here and be Mr. Positivity Man saying it's illegal and bad to be negative. However, I think there's a difference between being critical, hell, even making fun of something you don't like, and actively and consistently going out of your way to prey on a game's downfall. Those dumbass Twitter accounts that spend a week straight sitting their fat asses analyzing the Steam charts of a game they supposedly have no interest in are the epitome of subhuman chart cells. I have had plenty of my own opinions on games I don't like, either joking and making fun of them or expressing stuff that I just dislike and hate. But then I move on and go back to playing games I enjoy. It's none of my concern if people like things that I don't like because it doesn't affect me. The amount of times I've seen these fucking goobers justify their witch hunts with, I want this game to fail so the industry learns and we get good games again. As if we hadn't had some of the best back-to-back years in gaming since like the Xbox 360 era. I know this is pointing out the obvious here, but these people don't actually play video games. They're just hate farming to get that suckle of Twitter blue money and probably get off to the fact that people despise them. So hey, if you're one of those people, I guess I hope you had a fantastic nut wanking to this rant, because no other human being is going to give you any form of physical companionship ever. In summary, Highguard wasn't a terrible game by any means, and there was some fun to be had. I hope this trend of shutting down game studios for even just farting a little too loudly in the offices comes to an end at some point, because at the end of the day, these are people's livelihood at stake. And I know it's a rare thing to give a shit about other people, especially in the good old wonderful US of A, but praying people lose their jobs because they created a mediocre or bad game is just actual sociopathic behavior. By the way, that applies for the actual hardworking developers, not the skinwalkers who call the shots and run franchises into the ground. Criticize studios for fuck-ups, praise them when they do well, and never be like these troglodytes. Thank you for watching this video. Do you think Highguard had potential, or am I just a crazy person? Do you think studios are too quick to shut down projects? Let me know. I always read the comments from my lovely Keltown residents. For making it to the very end, you are rewarded with another Bubba picture. That's all from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Oh, one of our guys disconnected, I think. The game was too powerful for his PC. He's died.
Oh, did he DC?
Yeah, he DC'd.
Pete Guard is not for the faint of heart. What can I say?
Dies from Pete Guard, dude.